Please don't roast me in the comment section. I know I just put a video out on reviewing my titanium hammer. But guess what happened when I was making the last batch of axes? The handle completely broke on me. Probably because, ideally this all would have been in one video in the last video, but that's not the way it worked out for me. And I legitimately, it hurts to swing this. As you can see, that's a terrible handle because it cracked. So we're gonna be refurbishing this titanium hammer today. Oh, hey, thanks to everybody who bought an axe. They're gonna be shipping out this week. Thank you so much. So here it is without the handle on it. This is your first time coming into the titanium hammer. This hammer I made 2 years ago. Been using it ever since then. I'll link a couple videos up here, the original video and the video I posted just a little while ago reviewing it, just so you can get caught up to speed. So you've actually got me excited about the titanium hammer again in a new way, because I was saying that it pitted really fast and then it stopped. You guys are like, that's because it's work hardened, Tim. And I'm like, oh, I never actually thought of that. So maybe that's exactly what happened. So I'm excited to clean the face up just a little bit, just enough to get it back to good condition. And we'll see if it is harder. And you can see that there's some pretty good mushrooming on this side. This is the worst of it here. So we're gonna clean that up. And if I was being completely honest, the process of anodizing the hammer is fascinating and I love it. But I actually like the gray color better. Maybe that's a big surprise to you, or maybe not. I think it shows the natural titanium better. So I'm thinking maybe we'll just see if we can like wire wheel this and just go with like a matte gray or some kind of metallic color on this refurbishment. I was having fun for about the first 20 minutes, and then it all came back to me why I don't like working titanium. The endless grinding. I think that's where I'm going to leave it, though. That's like just kind of like a buffed finish Scotch pad kind of idea on the belt sander there. The face is clean. Everything's clean. So it's ready to go back to work. We'll see how it all works out. So So there's the weight right now, 1.736 pounds. It's actually interesting. I thought it would be lighter than that, just by the way it feels, but that's a great weight for me. I get so much work done on the axes with that weight. It's surprising. Feels like a new hammer with that extra length and a little bit of a bigger handle on it. That's crazy. That's awesome. Of course the camera turned off. How long is this handle? It feels so long, guys. 17. There's no way that's gonna need to be that long, right? That's a lot longer. Hey, look at that, how much longer that is. Wondering if I should cut it down to 16 inches. That's still a pretty long handle, but you know. Gonna try it like this. Can always cut it shorter later. While we're letting this hammer dry from oiling, actually it's getting pretty close. Shouldn't be touching that. Talking about today's sponsor, which is Squarespace. You're looking to get a website. Look no further than Squarespace. Award-winning templates for any type of website you need. Gallery, blog, portfolio. Gallery and portfolio, those are kind of like the two same. Anyway, e-commerce website, podcast. Think no further than Squarespace. They got you covered. You need domain name? You can get that there too. I'll tell you what. 24/7 customer service. I've been using Squarespace for the last 6 years or so for selling all of my stuff. Click and drag like never before. Drag it, drop it, done. Designer template, I already said that. Rats! Very easy to use, which is ideal for a blacksmith because I would rather be hitting things with a hammer. Squarespace.com/TimD gets you 10% off your first purchase. Get out there, get after it. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. One of the problems with my own tools, how do I say it? I don't respect them as much as something that I would sell to somebody. So I'm trying a couple new things on this one. There's not really much of a shoulder under here. And I thought I just kind of like the way it looks. And then you can really use this right up here. Not that you would have to. But anyways, I'm trying it out because it's my hammer. And if it breaks, it's not a big deal. And then I tried, instead of a black walnut wedge up here, tried a pine wedge, and we'll see how that lasts. You know, looks like it took pretty good. So yeah, that's the hammer refurbished here. And what do you think about the natural titanium versus like the anodized blue? Let's go swing this thing. I guess I'm gonna make some axes, and we'll take it through one and see how that first impressions are, and then we'll let it sit for another, little while, and that'll be that. I got an axe that's ready for some handwork. I didn't want to show you the whole process because last week's video was making the collaboration axe with Nick's boots and doing the big giveaway, the axe, the boots, and the onion jacket. If you haven't checked that video out, I'll link it up here. You still have a day and a bit to get in on the entry, and you might want to get in on this one. The extra handle length is so nice. It's awesome. That is what I've been missing. Look at that, right out at the end. Helps my posture a little bit. Timothy. Gonna give that another heat. This is the only spot on the axe that I come in with a bigger hammer, just because I need this to go as little or least amount of hits. So the question is the hammer harder or not? Let's take a look at the surface. So my thoughts are in person that it is better. I would say for sure. For sure better than like the first time. Or, yeah, I would say it's gotten harder. I think you can see that in the center here is better than the edge. And that's probably because this is taking the brunt of the work, so this is harder than the edge. But I do think it's a little bit early to say how good it is. I'm gonna try to find this one spot you could see. I don't know if I can show it on camera. There's this one spot, and I don't know if I can show it on camera, but you could actually see where I hit the H13 punch when I drove it out, which is, trying to find it right now. It's up there where the H13 punch hit. Yeah, you see that kind of crack line in here? It's not a crack line, it's just an impression from the drift. One of you in the comments, and I don't know your name, sorry, you were thinking the same thing I was thinking with, could you harden titanium by sandblasting it? What an interesting idea. Does anybody out there know if that works? Like a tumbler or some kind of abrasive impact? I don't know. Because if I could accelerate the hardening process by that way, that is something that I could do, you know? Here's to another 2 years at the anvil making axes, eh? Thanks for watching. Huge thank you to all of you who purchased an axe last week. Those are shipping out today or on Monday. A little bit of a delay there, my apologies for that. But thank you. You keep this whole show on the road. Thank you so much. If you haven't checked out the giveaway, you still got time. It's closing up pretty quick. Get your name in the hat. Last week's video, I'll link it up here. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Till then, keep the forge lit, eh?